Mountain debrief time, my friends. It is February the 27th, I believe. And I'm just on my way back from Rusutsu Resort. For those of you who know the roads, you'll recognize the Hokuren gasoline station here on the left. And the Rusutsu Grand Cabin Grill. Gyu. I've never been in there. It used to be this old restaurant. Someone bought it. Kind of did the interior. I believe you can stay there, and they have some kind of a Korean barbecue style restaurant. Anyway, today at the mountains, very nice morning. I really enjoyed it. As always, Rusutsu comes through with the groomers. The world's best groomers. I actually heard someone, it's not my quote, I heard someone in the lift line. As I got on the lift, there was a group of either British or Australian skiers behind me, and they were kind of hyped up. One of them was like, "Oh, that was so good, that was great," and sorry, that's my bad Aussie accent. And they were pretty hyped up. And when the one guy, after a minute, he was kind of like, "Oh, greatest groomers in the world," and he said it twice. He kind of like repeated it, and I was like, "Ooh, that's nice. I'm going to use that quote in my mountain debrief today." I have not had the pleasure of skiing or snowboarding all the groomers in the whole world, so I cannot say for sure. But this guy, he said it, and maybe he has skied a lot of the world's groomers. I don't know. They were smooth. They were smooth, nice groomers. Rusutsu does a great job regardless of the snow conditions. I suppose if it's super icy, like it was maybe a week ago, then even the groomers are tough. Today, there was a layer of fresh snow. Actually, in places, I did not go into the trees. I was on skis today, and I was just really focusing on shooting photos, and I had a little bit of a mission, so I did not go into the trees. But just on the side of the course, there were some spots that were like between 5 to maybe 10 centimeters of snow, kind of wind blown a little bit. It was not, super deep. But anyway, they packed that snow down on the courses, and the groomers were slick and smooth and quite fast. Temperature now, it's warming up. It's like +1 degree here as I drive home. But up on the mountain, we started off with kind of very gray bird weather. The top of the mountain, the very top, was kind of in the clouds. And then slowly it kind of lifted and cleared off, but it was still very gray. But all the trees are covered with a great layer of, frost. Really beautiful stuff. So for me, I was taking pictures, just nice landscapes, the birch trees, the pine trees, all the different, types of forest with the snow on it. It was lovely. It was lovely. Not so crowded. Not so crowded at all. In fact, it's pretty empty. I was having to wait occasionally for people to come down so I could get some shots of people skiing on the courses. I was kind of going after a street photography style today. I even had not the GoPro, but my trusty Insta360 here on my chest. And I'll be releasing that video soon. You can take a look at how I try to shoot photos on the mountain. That was fun. But all in all, beautiful views, good snow, great groomers, not crowded at all. And just as I came back at around lunchtime to the Super East base, it started to clear up. And now we've got this sun. Maybe I should have come out for the afternoon. But, I'm happy I was there in the morning. It was nice. It was smooth. And I felt like I made a couple nice turns on my skis. So all in all, great skiing. For the snowboarders who are looking for the deep powder, a little tough right now. A little tough. Rusutsu is not getting deep conditions. It's getting these little mini resets, and they're great to keep the courses running smooth and nice, but in the trees, it's going to be a little thin. Please be careful out there, everybody. Don't hit a tree. Okay, that's my mountain debrief for Rusutsu. There are some larger cracks appearing on Shiribetsu-dake and the surrounding mountains. All probably from that really warm spell we had about a week ago. There's even one really big crack that it forms every year. I forget what the name of the little course is, but it's a little short, steep course, and you have to take a lift over it to get back at the end of the day. And there's always a little crack there, but this year the crack is really wide. It's really wide, but I noticed it's wide, but the snow depth, you can really tell because it cracks and you can see the ground underneath the snow in the crack there. And the snow pack is like half of what I would expect at this time of year. It's quite thin. And when you see it like that, you really get the full effect and go, oh, there's not a lot of snow here. Now, Rusutsu has only just over a month left. Rusutsu closes on the 31st or April the 1st. I forget exactly what the date is, but it's right there at the end of March. So for them, I don't think it's going to be a huge issue. If the temperatures stay fairly cold through March, they're going to get a few more snowfalls and they'll be able to keep what they have until the end. If they were trying to run a longer season like some of the other resorts, Niseko, Kokusai, and other areas try to stay open until May the 10th or somewhere around there. Big difference, a whole nother month and a half. So this year with this snowpack, it's gonna be interesting. We're gonna see. We may have a shortened season this year, judging by the thinness of the snowpack right now. All right, I think that's all I got. Hope you enjoyed that. And thanks as always. See you in the next one. Drive safe.